Fairydust crafters, welcome to another episode of Fairydust Crafts podcast. This is episode 10. My name is Gina and I come to you from my craft room here in British Columbia, Canada. Welcome back to all of my now regular viewers, and welcome if you're new here. This is a place where I mostly talk about knitting or any other craft that I do, but for the most part it is knitting. I am an avid knitter, have been for many years, and I like to share my craft. My main reason, I haven't said this in a while, I think my main reason why I'm here podcasting about all of my knitty adventures is because I have an incredible amount of WIPs, works in progress, that I need to get out of the way. And then lining up behind that, I have not huge, but I do have a fair amount of yarn, so like my yarn stash is not gigantic, but I do have more than I probably need. So I need, every once in a while, I need some incentives and encouragement and a little kick in the butt to get things done. And I thought the best thing to do that, I've tried like everything in the book and came to the conclusion that maybe the best thing to do that, to tackle my crazy amount of WIPs and my yarn stash, is to just share it with people, and you guys can hold me accountable. Do it. Having said that, I actually have 2 new cast-ons from last week. Which I should not be doing, but as I said, I talk about my knitting craft for the most part, and then I whenever I have mail, something new coming, new goodies coming in, I will share that with you, of course, and I have a really cool one this week. And then I talk a little bit of life stuff, what's happening, what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, that kind of stuff. I'm most active on Instagram as well as Ravelry, but definitely Instagram. You can find all of the information on all of my accounts everywhere right below here in the show notes. And if you do have any questions at all, any concerns, just let me know either through Instagram or Ravelry, where you can find me, or just put it in the comments below and I will get to you as soon as I can. And I appreciate every single one of your likes, of your thumbs up, and of your all of you new subscribers. Hit the little subscribe button if you're enjoying what I talk about, and if you want to share what you're talking about too. I like to go into like people's podcasts, especially new ones, and follow along them as well. So if you have any suggestions on what I should follow along to, let me know, because I'm always open to any kind of new podcaster. But let's just talk about what I've been knitting this past week, shall we? So I gotta confess, I haven't really been knitting much last week. If you've been around here for a while, you know that I'm doing a knit along. I'm knitting the November jacket by Petite Knit, and I have done, like, I've gotten a little bit of progress done since I last talked to you guys last week, but it's honestly not enough to like even worth mentioning it. By a little bit, it's literally like 3 inches or so, like tops. So I'm kind of like slowly chipping away at that, and I am hoping, fingers crossed, knock on wood, really hoping that I'll get at least a body done maybe by the end of the weekend. It's already Thursday, so who knows, but that's kind of like my focus. I just want to sit down and I want to focus on that and get it done, because the knit along ends on, if I'm not mistaken, November 4th. So it's not too far away now, and I need to be done with that. And it's like getting colder now. Like it was really cold this morning. It was like frosty and -2 when I left for work this morning. So it was pretty cold. And I would love to have that extra layer of yarny goodness on me. But yeah, I haven't really been doing much, but I said earlier, I have cast on new stuff. So this is a sock, will be a sock eventually. So let me just creep a little closer here. I got my little stitch marker from K-Zip Knits. Let me just, boop, it's a little ghost with a pumpkin. Love her stitch markers, they're so cute. And this is the beginning of a sock. This may look familiar to you guys. It is my Yarnable. Let's just turn it around so you can see the little ghost. So this was August's Yarnable, and I apologize for my terrible hands here. And then underneath the olive color, that is my Yarnable for September. So as you can tell, I'm much behind on my Yarnable knitting, but oh, this is so gorgeous. Totally my color. Love this. So beautiful. So I only just cast on this pair of socks last night, and that's it. I'm kind of like, you'll see the little mail surprise that I got, but I'm definitely behind, and I'm kind of hoping that I can catch up, but at the same time I also want to get my November cardigan done. So I'm in a little bit of a conundrum. I want to get my socks done. It's also Socktober, so socks are kind of like a thing in Socktober for sure, but also just like in general my thing. But then I also need a cardigan done. So like, what do I do? Do I just do like, I knit like, I work on my cardigan for an hour and then I work on like a pair of socks for an hour and then just switch back and forth? Oh, maybe I can do that. And then socks, obviously I always have like a pair of vanilla socks, which like all of my Yarnable socks, I believe, like at least that's my plan. I kind of want all my Yarnable socks to be just vanilla socks, unless it's kind of like the yarn speaks to me and tells me I want to be a pattern. But for the most part, I think I just want them to be vanilla socks because that's what I prefer wearing. I think that's just, you know, my go-to every day is a vanilla sock, because as soon as they get too lacy, I don't really want to wear them, because then I'm like, if I need warm feet, I'm like cold wherever the little holes are. Maybe I should do more cabled socks. I don't know. They're a lot of work, and I'm one of those, I'm a sock knitter first and foremost, and I also wear my socks. I wear nothing but knit socks. Oh, they're very dirty. Not dirty, but like, I don't, as you can tell, like I do actually wear my socks, and I do not really care about pilling. And then I walk around just in my socks for the most part and collect all the cat fur. Anyways, moving on. We talked about this last week as well. I started, most people out there probably recognize this now. It is Stephen West's Mystery Cal and like his shawl, and I started this last week, I think on Friday, like Friday night, and it's not very, like, it's not a hard start to begin with. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll have this done in like no time. And then I kind of like got distracted. I can't remember, something happened, and I was like, oh, I gotta stop, and then I never came back to it. So that's what happened, but I'm like very certain that I can just pick this up and work at it. As I said last week, I'm kind of like just curious. I've never done a shawl mystery knit along with Stephen West. I did a sock one, like his last, I think that was his first sock one actually, earlier this year. So that was kind of like my first Stephen West knit along, mystery knit along that I've done, and I quite enjoyed it, although I didn't really enjoy the pattern, at least not all of it, but I really like the idea of it. So I think I will just, like I said this last week, I don't want to stress out about it. And I'm not pressuring myself to finish within the week, like finish the clue within the week. I'm absolutely not going to do that. And as you can tell, I didn't. But I definitely do want to knit this. So far I'm intrigued and I'm really, really loving my color choices. So that's, you know, I will get to it. And I've seen some people's modifications and stuff. So this is only color 3 out of 4 that I just started. So maybe I'll do something a little different here. I'll add in some different texture or something. But yeah, have been liking it. It's very enjoyable. And that's literally everything that I've worked on this week. So it's mostly just been my my cardigan, and I'm not gonna bother you guys, like bother showing you guys like my 4 inches of extra work that I did last week, because I really haven't gone much further. But yeah, fingers crossed that I can finish that body sooner rather than later. I think I just need to like get going on that. And then because like sleeves always take me a little while, especially with brioche, so those are gonna take me probably at least a week each. So yeah, that was my knitting for this week. Not a lot, hey, but I got some happy mail this week. Yesterday, I picked up a happy mail yesterday, and it's right here. Okay, so I did peek, but I haven't like actually opened it yet. So this is the Yarnable, my Yarnable subscription box for October. I picked it up from the post office yesterday. It always takes like a couple extra days. Like it's crazy how like my knitty friends in the States, south of us, they get their Yarnable subscription boxes within like the first 2-3 days of the month. And I'm still waiting. And so like I'm trying not to peek, and I'm trying not to, I don't want to see the spoilers, even if they're out there. Like you do get kind of like a little email with a blurb, and like you can have a look at the color if you want to, but I kind of just want it to be a surprise. I don't know, I love that. It's like I think that's like the most appealing thing to me in a subscription box. That's a hard word to say. So that's kind of like, I don't want to peek. And then I see like a couple people out there who are like done with a full pair of socks before I've even gotten my mail. It's crazy. So that just blows my mind. And here I am like just tugging a month behind. But let's have a look at it. I'm just going to pull it all out of this bag so I am not crinkling. And I'm just gonna like readjust here. I'm like very cozy and comfy today, as you can tell. Okay, so inside Yarnable, this is October 2023. October is a pretty, like actually a big one physically. It looks like just more than just the regular. Usually it's like one of these and there's like a couple things in there and then the yarn. But there's also a little something here. So like extra add-ons, and I'm super excited. This month's theme is Spellbound because, you know, it's the spooky month. And so I peeked a little bit yesterday. I didn't like actually open it, but like I had a look at it, and there's a joke here, and it's like, I think it's a little bit of a dad joke, but I'm just gonna tell it anyways because I had like a good giggle. It was so funny. So what do you use to mend a jack-o'-lantern? A pumpkin patch. I thought that was so funny. It's hilarious. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me being like, you know, who knows? I'm like, I enjoy dad jokes a lot, and this was like amazing. So with every box, I like can't stop laughing. My cat is also like biting my toe. I don't know what she's doing here. She brought me her toy to the box, and I like to keep the yarn for like my last little thing that I open. So I'm just gonna have this over here because I don't know which one's which. There's like extras and there is like the regular extras. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, ooh, let me just get this out. Ooh, cool. Oh, it just needs a little fluffing. It's a pom-pom. Oh, cute. Look at this. It's so soft. Oh my goodness, this is incredibly soft. This is Floofy Faux Fur Pom-Pom from Nor'easter Kits Knits. I cannot words today. This is really cool because I have never seen this. This is like, have you guys ever seen this fastening here? Like, how cool is that? Usually it's like either a tie or a snap or a button, but this is one of those you kind of like notice from what's it called, like jackets and stuff. So it's kind of like one of those little, you push in here and you pull it out, and then that's how you fasten your pom-pom to like your toque, so you can remove it when you wash your item. It's really soft, really nice. So this is a faux fur pom-pom, handmade in Maine, USA. I like that. I will definitely make myself a little toque and put that on top. Oh, cookie cutters. Oh, super cute. Super cute from Country Kitchen. How cute are those? So it's like a little bat and a little skull. I like it. I like it. I need to find a cookie recipe. If you guys have anything, let me know. And then, oh my god, this is adorable. Kawaii cross stitch kit. And it is, oh my god, it's literally a matchbox. And cross stitch kit in a matchbox. Oh, how adorable is this? Ooh, this is some fun stuff to do. So it comes with it's all kawaii. Don't want it to unravel, but there is a happy kawaii looking thread, and I think this is glow in the dark. It kind of looks like glow in the dark. Oops. And there is a little piece of Ida cloth and then the pattern. How adorable is this? What a nifty idea. I love when people come up with like all of these crazy ideas, and now I can't get it back in. Of course. Whoopsies. It almost feels like alive today, doesn't it? So this is adorable. Like, who comes up with all of these ideas? Like, how cool is that? Little kit in a matchbox. Like, how awesome would this be? Like, doesn't even have to be themed anything, but I will actually look these people up. Marveling Bros Limited. I will see if I can find some more of these, because this would make a really cute stocking stuffer. Because it's tiny and it's like, oh, looks like raisins almost. It's like a boo, you got raisins in your stocking. Okay, so that's kind of like, those are like, that's what was in here. These pouches, by the way, are amazing for like small little project. If you do like English paper piecing or cross stitch, any of that kind of stuff, these make great little kits for kind of like on the go. Just put all your supplies in there. I use these like all over my craft room for storing anything. They're amazing. And then there's another one of these that's very unusual. Maybe it's because things couldn't fit, or if there's like extra stuff, like extras. I like it. It's like almost like Christmas here. Ooh, okay, so this is tea, Halloween blend black tea. Ooh. I will make a cup of tea tonight while I do some knitting. Oh, and tip toppers. Oh my god. Oh, these are super cute. These are gonna go right on my new project. Oh, they're little skeletons, and then I really like these guys. These are just like little, they almost look like dice. So we got the skeletons. I think they glow in the dark. Am I weird for doing this? No, they don't. They're just... No, they don't. They don't glow in the dark. Not everything glows in the dark, Gina. Okay. I just made, I do this on Monday. Usually I have like, my weekend is Sunday, Monday. And by the way, I'm just like putting these, I'm like lining them up here on my chair. I have weekends. My weekend is Sunday, Monday. And on Mondays, I started picking up sewing again, and I've been making project bags. They're currently at the store, so once I have more ready, I will show you guys. But let me just grab one of these guys. And like, I've been working with glow-in-the-dark fabric for Halloween. There's like glow-in-the-dark fabric with like spider webs on it, and then there's one with ghosts on it, and I've been enjoying that so much. And there's like glow-in-the-dark everything right now, so not everything that's green is glow-in-the-dark. Okay, I just learned that. But then there's these guys too. These are really cool, like tiny little things, perfect for like the smaller needles. So tip toppers. I love tip toppers. I never thought I needed them until I finally got myself a pair, and they are amazing. They actually keep, not only do they keep your stitches from sliding off your needles, I usually don't really have that issue, but I feel like it keeps my project tidier in my project bag, just because it does actually prevent the stitches from moving too far around, or like maybe it's just me, but I thought these are amazing. So I will definitely put these in my little project bag and start using them. Okay, now to the yarn, and I feel like just from these colors, green, orange, purple, black, I think the yarn's gonna reflect that. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god. And it does, like all of these colors. Orange, green, there's a little bit of black in there, black speckles, and some purple. I love this. So October 2023 is Spellbound. I love it. As usual, these are on a 85/15 superwash merino nylon plush sock. Oh, and it's so soft and it's so beautiful, and I cannot wait to cast this on. So now I definitely have to finish my September socks, free up my needles, and then get started on this. I put it back in this little drawstring bag. These are really awesome. So I cannot wait to cast these on. I'm in a mood lately. I just wanna watch like Halloween movies, and like not the gross, they're not gross, not the like super scary ones, but I want to watch like the old school cool ones, the funny ones. I watched Hocus Pocus a couple weeks ago, and I took an afternoon just to myself, and I had a hot drink, and I sat on a couch with my kitty, and we were watching Hocus Pocus, the OG one. I still haven't seen the new Hocus Pocus 2. And I was just sitting and knitting and sipping my hot drink and eating cookies, and it was fantastic. So I kind of like, that's what I want to do. And like, that's the mood I'm in right now. I've been so tired lately that I'm just like, that's what I want to do, you know. And that leads me to life. So I feel like last week just kind of like disappeared on me. Not much has happened in the life of me. I have been sewing project bags, as I said earlier, and I've really enjoyed that. I gotta sit down probably today, do some cutting off fabric, and then I'll do some more sewing on the weekend. So that's kind of like my main thing that I've been thinking about. I have not really been knitting a lot, as I said, but I did enjoy some downtime just for myself. I was like cleaning the house, and I'm not caught up on laundry yet, but I'm kind of like working towards it. But I have been listening to Lisa Jewell's audiobooks, or like books. I usually get the audiobooks because then I can like listen to them as I do things. So like as I cut fabric or as I knit. I have really enjoyed them. Could I tell you what I'm listening to right now? What book it is? I think it's called I Found You. I think that's the one that I just started last night. I love Lisa Jewell. And for some reason, so I have read a couple of her physical books and then listened to, kind of like popped up in my library's audiobook app as like a recommendation for me. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll get that, I'll borrow that. And oh my god, I like listened to that audiobook in 2 days, like 2 afternoons. I just like had that on. It's a short one. It was like 10 or 12 hours long, so not very long, but I just enjoyed that, thoroughly enjoyed that. So I put like all of her audiobooks on hold, and now they're slowly trickling in. So I just finished one, and then I got a new one yesterday, and I believe there was a new one that just came in this morning, but they're all fairly short, like 10 hours ish. So I have them for like 3 weeks, so I have enough time to listen to them, but I fear that all of them are just gonna trickle in within the next few days. But that's what I've really been enjoying lately. If you have any recommendations on audiobooks, or just physical books, even if they don't exist as audiobooks, let me know. That's kind of like the vibe I'm in right now, that kind of like mystery, a little dark, but not like horror or like, you know, psycho mystery. It is a little psycho, but that kind of like mystery thriller. I'm really into that right now, and I like Lisa Jewell's style of writing, so that's what I'm enjoying right now. I'm almost done the yellow wallpaper, because I finally charged my e-reader and started reading all my books again. I have like a backlog on there of like 180 something books. So I thought, you know, instead of just getting new books from the library and then reading them on my phone, I don't really enjoy reading on my phone, I'll just pick up my e-reader again and read what I already have, what I probably bought years and years ago. So I have been enjoying fall life, really just being inside and enjoying myself and knitting, but not as much as I would want to. I'm sure like now that things are slowing down a little bit, life in general with like fall and winter, like at least in our area, is definitely slowing down a bit, and people have more time for crafts. I really hope that there's gonna be more of that in the next little bit. But I think my homework for next week is getting the body of my November cardigan done so I can show you guys. And I think that's where I sign off right now. I wish you a wonderful day, evening, morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, or whenever you're listening to this or watching this rather. I wish you a wonderful time, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.